Hello, everybody. I'm here to say what the real meaning of jihad. Jihad. I mean, jihad. Of course, we're told, oh, jihad doesn't actually mean a violent holy war to spread Islam. Jihad doesn't mean a holy war. That's what we're told. We're told, oh, it's just an inner noble self struggle. It's just an inner self struggle. Doesn't mean holy war, because that's what these Islamo-Fascist taqiyya liars tell us. While they say their own, while they incite jihad on their own people, when they say jihad, they don't mean inner self struggle, but they mean a holy war against infidels, which they mean as like a holy war in order to spread Islam, like whether from within or from like violence, basically. For I think, but anyway, that's what we're told. But we're told basically that jihad just means inner self struggle. That is the central point that the Islam apologists tell us. Jihad means inner self struggle is their central point, but that's not what it originally meant. That's not the real meaning of jihad. The real meaning of, jihad originally did mean a holy war, and Muhammad's fight against the Quraysh tribe when basically is seen in Muslim history as Muhammad's first jihad. Jihad means violent holy war. Jihad means holy war, and that's exactly what it meant during Muhammad's time, and that's exactly what it meant when the of course when the Muslims started spreading, basically when they started spreading to other parts of the Middle East, when they started spreading to other parts of the world in order to accomplish their campaign of world domination. But I mean, this is just this is just crazy. We're told by these liberals, Islam is a religion of peace. Jihad is inner self-struggle. No, no. Jihad means holy war. It means to spread Islam. Of course, now not all jihad is violence. For some Islamo-Fascists want to impose Islamo-Fascism from within, and they want to, of course, use our laws against us, use our democracy against us, and use our freedom against us in order to topple them. I mean, and anyone who, that's the kind, of course, because they're already gaining control, these Islamo-Fascist peace are already gaining control of the university campuses, because these university campuses are right now pretty much under a Marxist dictatorship. For let me just give you a case example of what I'm talking about. A Kuwaiti student. Of course, many people talk about decent Muslims and decent Arabs, and there are decent Muslims and decent Arabs. There are decent Muslims and decent Arabs. I like to make that clear. I understand that there are, and there are decent Arab Muslims. I understand that, but one of the decent Arab Muslims, Ahmad al-Klaushi, when he was, of course, in college, he wrote a pro-American essay. And is vile. And what did his vile, good-for-nothing Marxist teacher do? He told Klaushi, "Oh, you need therapy." Why? Because he doesn't take his vile Marxist anti-American views. This just goes to show the insanity of what's happening in our university campuses. Because and this has to be exposed. This has to be exposed because we have all these communist professors, all these Bolshevik professors, basically portraying Islamic terrorists as victims, portraying them as though as having no choice but to blow us up. That's not true. That's complete horse crap. America has done a lot for the Arab and Muslim world. When the Serbs were killing Muslims in Bosnia, for example, it was America that intervened against the Serbs. That's a case example of what I'm talking about. And America has all, and in the 1990s and in the Gulf War, of course, after Saddam Hussein invaded Kuwait in 1990. 1 year later, America led a coalition to liberate Kuwait. And in fact, there are pictures of Kuwaiti citizens being thankful for driving Saddam's army out. America has been in the forefront spreading freedom and democracy in the Arab Muslim world. And in fact, basically, I mean, of course, America gives a lot of aid to these Arab Muslim supremacist dictatorships. It's basically promote hatred towards America, which portray America as a scapegoat. So this is literally, of course, like biting the hand that's feeding you, and America keeps on letting its hand being bitten. America keeps letting its hand being bitten because we're too dependent on that oil. We're too dependent on that oil, so America keeps on having its hand bitten. And I mean, make no mistake about it. I mean, of course, if tolerant Muslims want to change the meaning of jihad, they want to make jihad mean inner self struggle, a noble inner self struggle. That would be great. That would be great. But don't just tell us that. Why don't they actually just say that to the Arab Muslim world? Say, look, jihad should mean inner self struggle. I mean, why don't they like write letters? Why don't they like say that? Why don't they like write letters to Al Azhar University saying that? And why don't they just advocate for reforms in the Arab and Muslim world? Basically, why don't they advocate reforms in the Arab Muslim world, where basically, and basically have that be the meaning of jihad? I mean, but the ones who but the ones who say that are not, who say that jihad means inner self struggle, are not basically saying that. I mean, they're not basically promoting that teaching in the Middle East. Instead, they're doing it in order to improve the image of Islam in the West without any reform. And that's what these Islamo-Fascist taqiyya liars tell us, and that's what these Islam apologists tell us. Basically, who keep up, these Islam apologists who basically keep on saying over and over, Islam is a religion of peace, Islam is a religion of peace, and these terrorists are just fanatics, even though in the Arab Muslim world, these terrorists are celebrated as martyrs. They're celebrated as heroic martyrs. I mean, of course, anyway. So make no mistake about it, jihad does not mean inner self struggle. It's not taught like that in the Arab and Muslim world. It's not taught like that in Arab and Muslim countries. No, jihad is taught as a holy war against infidels. That's what it's taught as. And that's what the definition has been since the days of Muhammad. I mean, so this is the real meaning of jihad. It's a holy war. It's a holy war. And that's exactly what bin Laden means when he uses the term jihad. I mean, would anyone in their right mind, when terrorists like Osama bin Laden used the terms jihad, would anyone in their right mind believe that bin Laden just means inner self-struggle? No, he means his terrorist war against the West, his terrorist war against the free world, and his terrorist war against the infidels to spread his demented form of Islam. So, jihad doesn't mean inner self-struggle. It means a holy war against infidels to spread Islam. And a struggle to spread Islam. That's what jihad means.